Marketpath CMS tutorials. Navigating the Manage environment. This lesson covers how you navigate the Manage environment. It will show you how to select your site, find content, and apply list view filters. It will also show you how to customize what you see and create shortcuts to commonly used dialogues. When you first log into Marketpath CMS and you only have one site, you will see the following navigation. This is what every user sees when they first log in after Marketpath CMS automatically opens the site. If you have more than one site, you'll need to select your site using the site selector found in the top left corner. Click Select a Site and then do one or a combination of the following. If this is not your first visit, select your site from the recent websites list over here. Or type the site name, domain name, or account name into the Search for a Site text box. Third option is to click on an account in the Accounts column on the left side of the site selector. This will show you all sites associated with that account. We're going to go back and choose this one here. By default, after a site is selected, all users will see the following clickable navigational items. Search this site allows you to jump in here and search for miscellaneous items based on keyword, and it will show you all different content types. Create a new item allows you to create commonly used entities, and you can click Show More to create additional items. My dashboard is simply a generic landing page at this time, but it does have the most recent update announcement, plus a link for training and support which goes to the help site and the ability to create a new site. And then content is what is the container for most editable content types throughout the site. Most editors will spend the majority of their time in this section. And there are two other groups that are not shown by default, and that is develop and site. We recommend avoid these areas unless you know what you're doing. At the top right corner of the screen, you can also see icons for user settings, advanced settings, and help information. Next, I'll show you how to locate and open content for editing. The first dialog that appears is the All Pages dialog. This contains every single page on your website. Any accessible URL on your website will be found in this list. Each of these dialogs in the primary navigation are similar. They each have a search box, various basic filters, advanced filters, sorting, quantity to show, layout by list or icon, and page navigation. The page navigation will show you how many items there are based on your current filtered view. With no filters, you can see we have a total of 14 pages. Now let's take a look at the filters. In the search box, you can filter by the name of the page. So this will show me all blog, all pages with blog in the URL. I can choose various types of pages or objects. I can sort by all of these. I can show different quantities. I can choose my view, my layout, and here's previous and next and the number of items in this either filtered view or unfiltered view. If you click this icon, this is the advanced filters. You can in this page view, you can filter by the domain. You can filter by whether it's HTTP or secure. You can filter by whether it's searchable or not. And you can filter by status. You can also filter by the template that the page or that is used. So again, each of these is similar. So if I go to articles, this is obviously a filtered use or filtered view of just articles, but my filter options are a little bit more limited to just articles. The same thing goes for each of these. Now, one thing to look at is we have a folder view here as well on the left. So in this case, I have 5 different folders, but if I go to articles, you'll notice that a couple of those folders disappear. So I only have fun pages and llamas to to filter by. And the reason for this is that because some of these are tied to specific object types. So this blog folder, only blog posts can appear in that, or only blogs themselves can appear in that. So I can select a folder and then I can unselect it. And what's going to happen is it will retain it. So the next time I go, if I move to another section and I go back to blogs, it's going to show that. So be careful if you're only seeing a limited view. Keep in mind that you may have a folder selected already. You can just click that to get rid of it. And this, when there's no folder selected, it will show everything in that filtered view or unfiltered view. Now, with Marketpath CMS, you can choose to show and hide only the items you need, creating a cleaner, more manageable environment. You can always get to the other items with an extra click, but they stay hidden until you need them. To see all menu items, the entire available selections, click Full Menu. You can click on any of these items directly to open their corresponding dialogs. To show or hide any specific item, click the star icon next to it. A solid orange star means the item will be shown in the navigation. A non-solid star means it will not be shown. You can also click entire areas to show and hide everything. The last section in this lesson is managing shortcuts and creating them. A shortcut is like a bookmark or a favorite, like is used in web browsers such as Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome. When you click the bookmark, it takes you directly to the saved web page. The same goes for Marketpath CMS shortcuts. They take you directly to the dialog referenced in the shortcut. The biggest difference is that Marketpath CMS shortcuts can also contain default selections, reducing the clicks needed to accomplish common tasks. By default, your site should not have any shortcuts unless a developer or another user shared one or more with you. To create a shortcut, click the star icon just once in the top right corner of a dialog. In this case, we're going to go to blog, open up all of the blog posts for that blog by clicking on the browse arrow, and then I'm going to click new. There are already some things pre-selected. The blog is selected, and down here create page and the domain and the template are pre-selected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the star up here just once, and now down here underneath all my other navigation you're going to see new blog post appear. It's automatically named. So a couple things that you can do with shortcuts: you can rename them or you can change their appearance. So I'm just going to call this new post, and I'm going to choose a default color so it stands out, and I can also give it a custom icon if I want to. But this is sufficient for now. I'm just going to do this. Now you can see it appears orange and it shows up as new post. Another thing I can do is share it. If I click this button, share with all site users, then everybody else that has access to this site will automatically see this shortcut in their list, in their primary navigation. To delete shortcuts or to hide them, you can show hide by clicking the star, but you can also delete them entirely. Now, if a shortcut was shared with other users and you click that delete button, that will not delete that for the other users. They will have to delete those themselves.